Hey, it's Thomas from Lessons Behind the Wheel. I had a discussion today with a friend of mine who's a political leader, and we were talking about the educational system in the United States and how there's really something wrong and it doesn't seem like anybody's trying to fix it. The educational system should be there to prepare people for the real world, for the things that they're going to encounter and the challenges that they're going to have. But instead, we have these systems that are trying to pigeonhole kids to all be the same. And I think that's a really big mistake. Technical schools are very, very important. Colleges are very important. Different kind of just outside training is very important. But it shouldn't be all the same. It shouldn't be that everybody has to go to one specific thing. It shouldn't even be that the majority of people have to go to one specific thing. This is the age of the entrepreneur. It's the age of the individual business person that wants to do something that either they are passionate about, or they want to make a change in their community, or they want to grow $1 billion business. Whatever it is, you have the opportunity to get things moving. But you need the skills to do that. You need the mentors to do that. You need the proper books to read. You need people that are teaching you, that have done it and have understand it. It's not some theory that they're trying to teach you from a book that they've never encountered themselves. So the challenge is this. The challenge is, how do you take someone who is predisposed to be mechanical, meaning very good with their hands, or a very good problem solver, or a tinkerer, stick them in a classroom which is against what their personality is, push them to the point of they're not keeping up, or they're not engaged or passionate about it, have them fail, but then don't tell them they failed, pass them anyway, because God forbid that they know that they weren't good at something. My belief is this: if you're not good at something, you need to know. You need to be either self-aware, or somebody needs to tell you. You cannot be good at everything. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible for you to be an expert at everything that you do. I can tell you personally, there's things that I do really well, and there's things that I do that I suck at. And you know what? My dad was smart enough to tell me, when I was bad at something, you have two options. Either work your ass off and get good at it, or move on to something that you'd rather do. Nowhere in that statement does it say, continue doing the thing that you hate, and we'll just pretend you do it well. So the challenge to the educational system in the U.S. is this: how can you serve the majority of those students that are no longer being taught the skills that they need for life? How do you teach them something like Chicago math when they have to balance a checkbook? How do you teach them portions of history but change it so it's politically correct? How do you teach them science from an aspect of hands-on versus just reading about it in a book? How do you challenge these kids to become what they want to be? Maybe the idea is to have a charter school for every different kind, and at some point you take an aptitude test, and that aptitude test suggests what you're good at, and then we push you or nudge you in the direction of what you're good at so you can get better, and you can become a master at the thing that you're really good at and you're passionate about. As opposed to, let's just stick you in a room, let you struggle your ass off. In the end of the day, we'll give you a degree, we'll give you a diploma, we'll give you a star, we'll give you a trophy, and basically you're a shell of a person that is not able to function the right way. Doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe somebody can comment and you can tell me your opinion, but in the end, I think we're really, really failing our future generation.